Hello everybody, this is Bathia on another video on small spaces, patio, container, grow bag garden. So yesterday I did a video and it was so windy, you couldn't hear. All you heard was the wind blowing mostly. So now I'm gonna give it a try again today. I have the camera in my hand and hopefully it won't be too wiggly. So I'm gonna make this quick. Alrighty, so first let's take a look at the size of my patio. It's a relatively large patio for an apartment. It's kind of large, but even in a smaller space, you can still grow things. You can still have a garden. For example, on this table, you can have like herbs down there, and maybe watermelon or squash or something to that nature. Vine, something that grows on a vine, or maybe just herbs. And on the top, whatever, you can grow things on the top. And here I have aloe vera and succulent plants. And right there, I planted another sunflower. And of course, I'll move it to a larger pot when it grows. And I have a marigold right here, too, for the bugs. My fig tree. I have figs. I have more than 10 figs on there. I'll get another harvest at the end of the year. Here I have a pomegranate tree, which will have a harvest at the end of the year. I hear crackling sounds over there in the tree. And it looks like it's going to be a cool day, rainy. I'm in Southern California. That's a peach tree. I should have a harvest on the peaches next year. Springtime. Now, here is my poor old zucchini plant. I did have it in the, what do you call that thing? Greenhouse. And I brought it out here. And the thing is, it grew really fast. I planted it, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks ago. I know that they grow fast, but this grew a little bit too fast. It's been a few days. I think I have it too low in the pot. I should have brought the dirt up higher. There's no room, there's no space for them to grow. You can see that little one right there. The flower is already off. There's another one. That one might be okay. That may turn out to be okay. But there's another one. It's not, it looks like it's big on the camera, but it's not. It's kind of small. That may turn out okay. It has a little bit more space to grow, but for the most part, they don't have space to grow. And that's why they're like that. Okay, here are the ones that, see? So, that's life. Okay. And over here I have squash. There is, in the middle there is baby, what the heck is the name of that watermelon? The small watermelons. They're not that small, but they're pretty small. I'll transplant it, when the time comes. And here's another example. In this pot, I got this pot for $5 at Walmart. You can put several different plants in there. Yeah. The squash that's there is the yellow squash, so it's going to do just fine wrapping around this thing. The vines going around this thing. Let me go back over here to my watermelon. I don't know if I showed you that. But this is the regular sized watermelon, the big ones. What I'm going to do is all of this area on the ground that I have, I'm going to put the straw or that stuff to cover the ground with, that they usually typically cover the ground with. It's easy to clean up after. And I'll let the watermelons grow right there. compost pot. It's a good idea to have one. But for me, it's a little bit too messy. I follow the instructions on doing the compost pot from other YouTubers. It never works for me, so I'm gonna leave it alone. Take my scraps and dry them in the house, in my oven, or in my dehydrator, and use it that way. This just doesn't work for me. Or maybe I'll buy a compost bin. Okay, now this is my. I am really so sorry for the movement on the camera. This is sage. I bought that from uh, Home Depot or Lowe's. Most of my plants I plant from seeds. Now, this is in the pot next to it, corn. Now, the corn started off really well, then all of a sudden it stopped. So that tells me that there is possibly grubs underneath. When I put the dirt in it, all was well. No grubs, nothing. But I did not have it in the greenhouse. And the purpose of the greenhouse for me was to prevent those Japanese beetles and the white butterfly with the black spots dropping their little eggs, creating those grubs. That's a pepper. I bought that. This I planted from a seed. The cucumber is very, very sick. Look at it. Look how little. And I bought this from Lowe's. And it was the only one they had, so I thought I'd get it. But it's very sick. Okay, so but look at what's going on this side. See how it's growing? It looks better. It looks healthier. But this one is worms. You know, since I don't have another cucumber, what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this off. See what happens. And if I find more cucumber, wonderful. If not, oh well, I can buy it from a seed probably. And I'll do that. I'd rather do it from the seed anyway. Or better still, I can go get an organic cucumber from the store and regrow it. All I would have to do is, cut the cucumber thin. They have tons of seeds in there. And just plant the cucumber in the ground. And it will grow. Cut that off. Cut this one off. Cut that down a little lower. And we'll take a look at this in a week or so. Now, here's another one. You see. You never know. It may do well. I have sunflower seeds over here to create bees. Well, you know, bees like sunflowers. Did I say sunflower seeds? I mean sunflowers. Blueberries, which won't be there. It takes forever for blueberries to grow. Had I known, I wouldn't have bought that bush. But it's going to be pretty as it grows. It'll stay right there. A grow bag from Walmart. It's the Walmart gift bags when you shop at Walmart. Pick up, do a pickup, and they give you these little goodie bags in there. I usually buy my water, bottled water from Walmart. Okay. So I'm going to put something small in there, maybe an herb or pepper. And another grow bag. This one is bigger, much bigger. I don't know what I'm going to put in that yet. And here. Don't know. Don't know. Maybe last year I grew ginger and garlic and turmeric. All right, so now we have the tomatoes right there. I have 3 buckets of tomatoes. And then this one is a green tree. It may not look like they're doing well in the camera, but they are doing quite well. Because when I got it, it didn't have anything on this. It was one stick that my friend gave me, and it only had leaves on that. So I made it into 3. And although this middle one doesn't look well, it is. It's very sturdy and strong. And the other one here, let's see if I can get there. There we go. They're doing quite well. Alrighty, now this is my small space. Now, I don't have space in my house for my cleaning supplies and my canning jars. You know, when I can something, I have to sterilize them anyway, so it's okay. Another thing, I got this net to put over my plant to keep the most. You can kind of fight the worms and things like that, but it's difficult to fight those grubs. You can't save your plants once the butterfly drops his larva on your plants. You can't save them. You just might as well throw them away. I think that's the case with my corn over there. I really do. So I'm going to give it one more week. If it doesn't move from that spot, it's packed with the grubs. There's no doubt about it. Alrighty. So, oh, and there, another. That is I use the side of this for storage. Last year, I didn't have the greenhouse, and there were plants everywhere. You can look at some of my videos from last year. They were so nice. And those grubs, I tell you, they came in and tore it up. That was the purpose of me getting the greenhouse. Today, I'm going to use more. You know, I have last year I had the mothballs, and now it kept them away. And as soon as I ran out and forgot about it, here they come. Those butterflies everywhere. The moths and the butterflies with the black mark on the wing. It's a white butterfly with a black mark on the wing. Got it and tore it up. But anyhow, these are my emergency supplies down there. And I have my pressure cooker and my canning pot there. The pressure canner, and the water bath canner. Both are in there. And then other canning supplies and household supplies. There's two of those small ones there stacked together just like this. So, but this is sufficient. This is more than enough. I'm only one person. This is more than enough for me to store up plenty of food, especially with the tomatoes and greens. Alrighty, thank you so much for watching. If you could like, comment, subscribe, that'd be great. Constructive criticisms are welcome. You have a wonderful, blessed day.